everyone, it's Anja here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks, and today we are making, yay, the messy bun hat. Well, actually that's not what I call it my ponytail hat, because I like putting my ponytail through it and it doesn't necessarily look messy. But it keeps your head warm and it's much easier than having all your hair in your hat. So that's my plan behind that. Now, the wool I used today, I have to admit, this is a leftover from another project, and the wool came from Hobbycraft, and unfortunately they don't have it anymore. So this is the wool, this is the Hobbycraft website. This is the wool from the Women's Institute Soft and Chunky yarn, 100 grams. And this is a purple one I'm showing you. There's lots of other colours. They don't do the variegated one anymore, but it's 70% acrylic and 30% merino, so it's nice and warm. And unfortunately, yeah, like I said, they don't do this variegated one anymore, but that's the one that I used, so that you know which one. Now on this it says you need a hook 9, but I've done the hat. The project that I originally did, I did do with a 9, but I've done the hat with a 6 because I wanted it to be nice and dense. So let's get started. Now, I found this to be the sort of the easiest pattern that I could come up with. I have designed this myself. I looked at a few patterns, but they all had the ribbed and then they went into the different direction. And I thought, well, then you have to start increasing, decreasing. I'm not interested in that because that's too complicated. So what I did, I just did up and down, this will stretch, this will stay normal, and this will come together. And that's my hat. Okay, so let's get started. You need your slip knot first, so this is how I do mine. Then you take your hook 6 and you put it nice and close around your hook, and then you're going to chain 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should be 20 V's. So let's just have a count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now you're going to do an extra V, or an extra chain, sorry, because that's your turning chain. Okay, so not this chain to be used in the next stitch. So you're going to yarn over, leave this turning chain and go into your 20th stitch, pick up the top of the stitch and do a half double crochet. Okay, so yarn over into the next stitch, half double crochet, yarn over into the next chain, half double crochet. And you do that all the way along until you have 20 V's. Okay, so I'll see you at the end. Okay, so I have 20 V's on the top of my work here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now you're going to do a turning chain, like so. Then you turn and you're going to do half double crochets all the way along, but not in the V's as we usually do, in the back loops. So yarn over and then into the back loop there, pull up a loop and then pull back 3. So let me show you that again. So you yarn over, and instead of, hang on, let me just show you. Instead of picking up both V's here, like so, you're not going to do that. You're going to pick up the back V there, the back loop. Okay, so let's get back into my stitch there. Okay, yarn over, into the back V, pull up a loop, and pull through 3. Yarn over, into the back loop. And this basically is what you're going to do all the way along this work, and you're going to make it as long as you need it. Now, how long do you need it? That is of course the question. What I did, I kept measuring it around my head, which is most sensible, because if you're making it for yourself, that's what you do. If you don't make it for yourself, you will have to either get the measurements or just guess, obviously. The way I measured it on my head, not on you, around your ears, not on the top of your head, but in the middle. So the middle of my head, I measured that circumference, and that was about 47 centimeters. So I'm going to make this 47 centimeters long. And then I will show you what to do. But do go ahead and work your way up and make sure you fit it around your head, and so that it meets in the middle of where it's supposed to be meeting. Do you understand where I want it to meet? So if this is your hat, I want you to meet it there, measure it there, and it needs to meet there. Okay, so not on the top of your hat, not on the bottom. This will meet up, and then this will be taken in, and this will stretch out. Okay, do you understand? Okay, so we're going to work our way up. Okay, so I've now done my whole bit here. Okay, and this length is 47 centimeters. My head is 55 centimeters, but where it fits on my head, let me just try it, 47, where sort of in the middle where it fits on my head, that's where it's 47 centimeters, okay? So in between sort of the middle of your ears and where your ponytail would be, that middle, that's 47 centimeters, and this here in the middle is 47 centimeters. So now we are going to take, this is our last row. We're going to take our first row, okay? And I've made sure that this was at the end. First row, do a turning chain and bring your work together like this. And now you're going to do single crochets. Let me just get hold of my yarn here. Single crochets into the middle loops, see? So the loop, this is the back loop, this is the front loop. So loop, loop, and do a single crochet. So you do this loop here from your starting chain, that is, you remember we left that unused. Then the top of the chain there, right, and another one into there. And you do that all the way along, and that has then closed up your hat. That's the same one, this is the one. Okay. Right, so I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, so I've now come to the end of the row. At the end I did another one in there just to make sure it was nice and closed up. This is our starting chain, so that's just going to be sewn in later on. And now what I did, I went along and I did a single crochet into these loops and into those loops. So let's do a chain, then a single crochet into here, and another one into there. See, just into those loops that you see on the end of your rows. And I went all the way round. Now, I don't know how many rows I did because, like I said, I measured it and it will be different for everybody. And also this hat, to be honest, it's so easy, you know, to adapt it to your own specifications. So just make sure that you try it on or hold it around your head before you know, set anything in stone, so to speak. Right, so my color has changed, and you know, obviously, like I said, this yarn isn't available anymore. If you don't like the variegated, because it does change, then yeah, the uniform colored one is probably better. So I'm just doing single crochets all around, because in a moment we're going to start reducing, and we will reduce quite a lot. So this is just to make the base for our hole in our hat. Oh dear. A hat with a hole in. Who'd have thought, eh? Okay, so we're back. Oh, no, we're back. We're back. So where's my chain here? So let's just go into there. That's my chain there. So let's just go into there and do a slip stitch to finish off the round nicely. Why is that not working? Why can I not go in there? Come on. There we go. First and second bit of the stitch. Phew. Okay, so again, a chain. And this time, as you can see all your V's around, it works much easier. We are going to go into a V, pull up a loop, go into the next V, pull up a loop, and then pull through 3. Okay, so into the V, pull up a loop, into the next V, pull up a loop, pull through 3. So what we're doing is doing 2 single crochets together, and that's called decreasing, because at the end of this row we will end up with half of our stitches, and that's quite a drastic reduction. It's 50% off. 50% off your stitches, so that means it will only take you half as long to get round the round, because you're doing half the amount of stitches. And can you see I'm always tugging after my, listen, I do a little tug just to make it nice and tight. There we go. See? Can you see it's going in already? And we keep going. And we keep tugging. And we do it again here. It's not such a nice day out there today, so it's perfect for making this hat. And to be honest, you don't need a lot of wool. So yes, we got to the end, so let's do a slip stitch there. It doesn't have to, it's not rocket science this, it doesn't have to be all that. So now I have a hole this big, but I think probably I might make it smaller again. So chain, like I said, we've only got half our stitches left, and that's exactly what we're doing again. So we're reducing again by half, and you will see or notice in the video that this row is even quicker to do. So into the stitch, into the next stitch, and pull through 3, into there, and pull through. No, you don't lose it. Okay, let's try again. Into there, and pull through 3, into there, and pull through 3. Now, if you have a bigger head and a bigger hole, you might just need to keep going for another row, but I think for me, I think this is perfect. Into there, into there, and pull up again. How many stitches have I got left? I've got 2 left, so 1, 2, and pull it up and tug it, and then we do a slip stitch into that chain that we did at the beginning. And there you have it, my hat with a hole for my ponytail. Okay, so now we need to finish off our ends. So we cut off the wool at a length, you pull it through, and then we are going to create, like I said, a little fake stitch. That's what I always call it. You sort of go through the next stitch. I mean, it's not like it's going to be visible at all, because obviously it's going to be under your hair. Then I get the wool back through the stitch, the last sort of stitch I did. Pull through there, and then that's gone. Okay, and then all we need to do is weave in the ends, both that are here. So if you do that, I will show you what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!